after a 5-interception day in that loss. RPO complete to open the drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about...
Makes the grab in their space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Memphis offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. He's been a really good complementary piece to this passing attack. They'll operate out of split backs. Gets the back moving. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Hayden. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Nolan. They'll run the screen. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field. Your back's to the plate. You've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Right back to him on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running inside, it's Bernard. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space, it's Bernard. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. Finding some room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
They think there's room to run to the right here.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Now facing a third and long. He might want another play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Maybe a crease. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Quick completion to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. Fires on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They'll run it from the gun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Right back to the well. At the 45 on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The offense in hurry-up mode.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got it. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Holloway. And the returner goes down. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down here for the offense. He goes right back to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Gives it on the option. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4. Memphis picking up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off play action. Makes the grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
The quick out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Pump.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the play fake. Got it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Let's it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Bernard. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Tigers in the hurry up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
That's reeled in. It's Hayden. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Here's a heat. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now Memphis uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Ducks on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Boca. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Memphis head coach coming out of the locker room. Coach told me he is thrilled with his transfer running back. This is exactly why they brought him. They expected big things out of him, and he has shown that he is capable so far here in this game. They want to continue that momentum behind the strong running game of his first half. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Hayden. Makes a man miss. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Memphis wants to move quickly. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Sets up the screen. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Offense in the hurry up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Cross. He'll try it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot. Now it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces the punt. And I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bernard. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Making side adjustments here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Bernard. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Handoff to the lone back. There's a crease. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football.
There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The play action fake. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On the option. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on third and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a fourth down, and this might be a passing situation.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. After 3 periods of play, and these two running backs have gone head-to-head. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stand of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run play action. Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's second and long. Looking for a gap. It's Bernard. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Under fire. Quick strike complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play.
There's some room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short. But the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter. And 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Well, you really can't afford to get that type of call down here when you're trying to punch in a score. Run in the red zone. It's Farrell. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Running inside. It's Farrell. Snowed under by the defense.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Makes the grab. It's Chapman. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Hard-hitting tackle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running to Green. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Leaves it with the back.
And I think the offensive coordinator would be a little frustrated at that play because obviously it didn't go anywhere, and that's fine if you don't get any yardage, but we're under 2 minutes. You know, we've got the lead. We want that clock to be our friend and to tick, running out of bounds, stopping it, really keeping this defense in the football game.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, and making your situation really good on the next down.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Both of these offense sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer if they made one of those back then, and ultimately they come up short.
Sounds like a beautiful car that you just want to run better, and that's the problem with this offense right now. They've got the guys to make the plays, just not able to execute here today, Dave.
And it's frustrating because you want to make those plays, especially offensively, but you got to find a rhythm. You got to find something you do well and kind of stick to it. That offense couldn't find anything they did really well, and that's why they couldn't put points on the board.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.